everyone, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm bringing you another makeup haul. In today's video, we're doing a haul from Tarte Cosmetics. I have a box of Tarte goodies right here that I picked up in the 30% off friends and family sale. I think Tarte do these friends and family hauls semi-annually. I'm not entirely sure, but they basically sometimes have 30% off the entire website, including new releases. So I of course had to pick some things up. There were a few things that have been on my wishes for quite a while, and I definitely think Tarte is an underrated brand. I've loved everything that I've tried from Tarte, but I don't hear many people talking about them anymore. So I wanted to do this dedicated Tarte haul to show you what I got, but also give the brand some love. But if you are new here, then hi, welcome to my channel. I'm so glad you found it. I upload beauty videos 4 times a week, and I would love it if you subscribed. But for now, if you want to see what I picked up from Tarte Cosmetics, then please keep watching. So before we start, if you're wondering what I'm wearing on my eyes, I know I'm going to get questions about it. It is the brand new Natasha Denona pastel palette. I uploaded my review yesterday, so I'll have that linked down below in case you're interested to see how I created this look and what my thoughts on it are. But speaking about eyeshadow palettes, I'm going to start with the most exciting thing in my opinion of this haul. It's something I've been wanting for a very long time, and this is the Tarte Full Bloom palette. I said I've wanted this for a very long time, but it has only been out for a couple months, but I've wanted this basically ever since it launched, but I never thought I needed it, and I still don't think I need it, but I really wanted it, and it was 30% off. So I decided to treat myself to this palette, and like I said, this is the Tarte Full Bloom, which is basically an extension on their Tarte in Bloom palette. If you guys watch my channel, you probably know how much I love the Tarte Juicy palette. It's currently in my project pan, and it's one of my favorite palettes for my collection. And like I said, I think Tarte is underrated, but I especially think their eyeshadow palettes are underrated. They're such good quality, super easy to work with. I never struggle with them at all. You can't really mess your look up because they're so easy to blend. So that's why I absolutely love them. So here we have the Tarte Full Bloom palette. I just want to quickly show you this, but I am planning on doing a full review on this next week. So let me know if that's something you guys would want to see. But here we have the eyeshadow palette, and as you can see, it's just a very big neutral palette. I totally own some of these shades already, I'm not gonna lie, but I still really wanted this, and I know this is going to be such a perfect everyday palette. Even if you don't own any eyeshadow palette yet, this would be such a good palette to add to your collection because you have pretty much all the shades you would need. And you probably won't be able to tell from my eye look today because it's very different, but I'm a very neutral eyeshadow type person. I love my pinks, my browns, just wearable, everyday friendly looks. I absolutely love that. So I just know I'm going to get so much use out of this palette, but I'm excited to see how it performs, and let me know if you want to see a review on it. The next thing I picked up is also a very popular product, and this is the Tarte Sea Breezy Cream Bronzer. I've seen so many things about this, especially during the summertime of 2021. I think it just launched then, and so many people were talking about this, but I never picked it up. But now I finally did with 30% off, and I did decide to get the travel version because it's still really decently sized and it saves quite a lot of money. So I really like that Tarte do travel size versions on a lot of their products, so you don't have to buy the full size, because if you have a lot of makeup like I do, then you probably don't need another full-size bronzer for your collection, and in this way you're still able to try it out without having to spend your money on the full size. So this is what the packaging looks like. It's just a really pretty light blue packaging, and this is in the shade Seychelles. I don't think they have another shade. I think they only have one, but I'm not entirely sure. I think you guys have seen this already. It's quite popular product on the internet. I see quite a bit of people on YouTube use it, and it's just a really nice cream bronzer that looks to have a very nice undertone. So this is what that looks like swatched, and the undertone kind of reminds me of the Rare Beauty cream bronzer. I do just want to swatch these side by side. They're definitely similar. This is Rare Beauty Happy Soul, and then this is the Tarte one in Seychelles, but I do like the undertone of the Rare Beauty one on me, so I think this one I'm going to like as well. I'm excited to try out that formula. So that is the Tarte Sea Breezy cream bronzer. The next up, I decided to pick up a foundation, and I was thinking whether to pick up the Shape Tape Cloud Coverage Foundation because it looks so pretty, but then I saw Kelly Gooch talk about this one, and this is the Tarte Amazonian Clay Gem Powder Foundation, and I decided to get this because I do not own any powder foundation yet, and I really wanted to try one. Believe it or not, I'm actually wearing this one right now, and I'm surprised by how glowy it looks, especially on camera. At my cheeks here, it looks super glowy. That being said, I am wearing these soft focus glow drops underneath from a brand called Rodeo, video. I really like them so far, but yeah, definitely makes the foundation a bit more glowy. For some reason, I always thought powder foundations were matte, but it's actually not. And I picked mine up in the shade 20N Light Neutral, which when I got this, it looked very dark, but actually now that I'm wearing it, I think it looks quite fine. So basically it comes in like a very bulky container like this, just like a rose gold cap. I think it is really, really pretty. And here we see the bottom. And if you look at it like this, it actually does look like a nice match. But when you take this like powder puff off that it comes with, it looks really dark, but it basically has this like little net that you put your brush in and then it like gets the product on there. So yeah, I have worn this 2 times now and I really like how it looks. I definitely have to get used to it a bit more because it's a bit harder to get an even application than with a liquid foundation, but I definitely like trying out new things. So I'm excited to have this powder foundation in my collection, and I know I'm going to get a lot of use out of this because so far I do really like it. Like I said, I just put it back in the box, but I have already used it 2 times. So that is the Tarte Amazonian Clay Gem Powder Foundation. Then next I picked up a bronzer, and this is such a popular bronzer from Tarte. This is the Tarte Park F Princess bronzer. I used to have this in like a mini size many years ago, but now I finally have the full size. I don't have the mini one anymore in my collection, but this is a very, very popular bronzer that I have seen many people talk about. So I'm excited to give this a try, especially because it is described as more of a cool tone bronzer. I really like the packaging. It comes in this leather case and it just says Tarte Park F Princess on there in like these raised lettering. And then when you open it up, here we have the bronzer. And as you can see from the shade, it's definitely a bit more cool toned. I have already used this 2 times and I have really liked how it looked on my face. It looks quite light here, but it is actually really pigmented. I was so surprised by that. Swatched, it doesn't look super pigmented, but it was like really pigmented on my face. So the bottom swatch right there is the Tarte Park F Princess bronzer. As you can see, it's definitely more cool toned than the other 2, but I do really like it and I like how it looked on the face. It wasn't too cool toned and it did give a nice amount of pigment. So I'm very excited to have this bronzer finally in my collection, and like I said, I did really like the formula. And then the last thing that I picked up from Tarte is a highlighter. I've always wanted these Tarte highlighters, but I've never gotten one. And for some reason now I was thinking, let's get a highlighter. So this is the Tarte Exposed highlighter and I'm actually wearing this today. I feel like it looks really, really nice on the skin. It was a lot more pigmented than I thought it was going to be. I've never like swatched these in person. I've just looked at them. I thought they were really pretty, but it was like way more pigmented than I thought they were going to be. So that's always nice. But this is in the shade Exposed Highlight, and I think back in the day on YouTube, this used to be such a popular highlighter, but like I said, I've never gotten one. So I'm excited to finally own one of these highlighters. So this is what it looks like. I think Exposed is the lightest shade out of all the highlighters. There's also one with like a bit more of a pinky undertone and it looks so gorgeous. So I may pick that one up sometime, but for now I have this one and it's so, so gorgeous. Kind of reminds me of Champagne Pop from Becca, but it's definitely lighter than that one because that one is a bit too deep for my skin tone, and this still has that beautiful gold undertone without being too deep. So I just put the highlighter right there. As you can see, it's really pretty and glowy, and I don't own many single highlighters, so that's the main reason why I wanted to get this one. I have a few like highlights in like palettes, but I don't really have a lot of single highlights, so I decided I could add a new one to my collection, and I'm happy that I went with this option because it looks beautiful on the skin. Okay everyone, then this was it for my Tarte Friends and Family 30% off sale haul. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching. Let me know what you thought about the products I picked up. Have you tried any of these? Do you like them? Do you maybe not like them as much? And if you have any other Tarte recommendations, then definitely let me know because I do want to try more from the brand. Like I said, everything I've tried I've absolutely loved, so I'm always here to try new things. But if you did enjoy this video, then I would absolutely love it if you gave it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell if you don't want to miss any of my videos. All of these things would help me so much with my channel and I'd really appreciate it. But with that said, I want to thank you guys all so much for watching. I really hope you have an amazing day, and I really hope to see you in my next video. Bye!